What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be finishing this, the will it run / drive. You've seen the run part. Now we're going to do the drive part. But I did lose 15 minutes, about 15 minutes of the videos, basically installing the slave cylinder and the clutch master cylinder. Those were installed. I deleted the footages by accident. Could not retrieve them. I actually did do that this time. But so what we're going to do today, I'm going to start up and drive around the block for you. Not going to make it to a car show. I got to get this motor and transmission out ASAP because my buddy needs the transmission. He's the one that owns the car and gave it to me for doing the work for him. So I got to take the motor out. Got to take the clutch pedals out and brake pedal, you know, that whole thing. And we'll take the new clutch master cylinder out. Everything's coming out, and we're going to swap it all into his car. But that will be a separate video. So this is just going to be a quick video of me driving it, so you guys can see how this thing runs and drives. It needs a major tune-up. It's sad. The plans I have for this right now is I did order a bunch of parts for this motor, the Fiero motor. I'm not doing an engine swap right away. I do have two options, 3800, that's the good one, and LS4. I literally have both of them. My buddy's given me a 3600 motor and the automatic trans. Definitely going automatic. Of course, with the LS4, I have the automatic trans, but I don't have a harness for that. I know I can get an LS4 harness. It's the same thing as LS3, but I got to try and track down the transmission harness, because the harness that I have, the guy that had the car before me, there's some kind of wiring issue with the car, but the car did run and drive, so that was a plus. That's why I bought it. We drove it up on the trailer and everything. But with that said, we're gonna get this thing running. So I gotta put air in the tire. This tire needs air, and I think the other one needs air too. So yeah, both back tires need air. That's funny because that one's a brand new freaking tire I put on. That one there. But all right, let me go grab the keys, and we'll get this thing spun around the block real quick, and we're gonna yank that motor and engine cradle out. All right, so we're gonna hook up the battery cables here. All right, battery's hooked up, trunk is clicking, so that's how you know it's working. And I think I grabbed the wrong freaking keys. Why'd I do that? I think I grabbed my RV keys. No, I grabbed every fucking key. Oh, there we go. Got them. And we'll click about 10 more times, I guess. All right. So, we're going to drive this beautiful car. But first, like I said, gotta get air. All right, let's start this sucker up. That's right. Battery's probably dead because I used it for my trailer to hook up one of the Porsches. So I'm gonna have to put jump box on it real quick. All right, try number 2. Jump box is on. Let's see what happens. Now it sounds like the starter might be friggin' stuck. Oh, come on. Okay, take 3. Nothing yet. There we go. All right, guys, let me pull this up. Let me take that battery charger off. I had to tighten the cables up. Cables just wouldn't buy. Well, not buy, but they just wouldn't bite. I don't know what I'm saying sometimes. Disconnect this. Leave it run, pull up to the garage, pop some air in the tires. And we'll roll down some of these windows. get some air in these rear tires so we can spin it around the block. Whee! Alright, be right back. Alright guys, we're just going to take this for a quick drive around the block, go through the gears. Now the clutch pedal seems a little bent, so I got to keep pulling it up. So I got to push it in. I ain't used to the shifter. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Of course the windshield wipers work any other time, but they're not working this time. There we go. So I just left it in third. Going out by the river. Check fourth. And then we're in fourth. Not bad at all, guys. It's going. It's driving. That's a nice little cruiser. Give it a nice little tune-up and crap. We'd be good. None of the gauges work though. And the brakes barely fucking work. Holy shit. Alright, I gotta spin this around. I couldn't slow down in time. Alright, we'll get in first. Flip this around. Yep, and that is how close I am to the river. So, in case you wanted to know. Try to break them in, knock all that rust off of them. And we'll go here, keep it in second. Blum, 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 blum. And we're still going. Cars on jack stands, then past my house. I'm the next street over. In case you wanted to know. Alright. Nice and hot for me to work on now. I didn't think that one through, but I told you guys we're gonna get this thing running and driving. If I fix that thermostat lid, this thing would be perfect. Tune up and fix the oil leaks and shit. It's gonna be a nice little runner. Speedometer, it's got 168,000 on it, so that's what it is. So now we'll pull it into the Rusty Ratchet Customs here. We'll hack this car up. Nah, I'm keeping this car. It's gonna be the wife's car. And I think that'll do it. Little rattle chattel. But there's Camaro still. Still haven't touched it in a while. Other things. But so I kinda like this car. Pretty cool. Never owned one. Always wanted one. Almost bought an 84 SC or whatever they were back in the day, but I didn't have the money to put down for it. So now I have this. I took the thermostat out. Is that leaking? Yeah, it's got little drips. The thermostat's still sitting there. So, but I'll get my wrench and crap and we'll disconnect the battery because I had to tighten that up. So that's going to be the first thing we do. We're going to take that battery out. Then I'll take the interior piece out while this thing's cooling off. And you see the spider webs, they're probably all baked. Whatever rodents were living in it. Or I really didn't have rodents at all. Had a little bit of mouse poop in the back here, but that's about it. I'm going to keep the cruise control. It's a nice little motor though. It's pretty cool. I'm not looking for speed anymore. I got fast cars. I got my black Porsche 911. That thing's wicked fast. So I don't need anything else. But I'm at the age now where I just want to cruise stuff. I did all that stuff when I was younger and all that crap, and had my Evos and Camaros, and even this Camaro is just going to have a stock Corvette engine. So off subject, but I'm not building no more race motors or nothing like that. So, but all right. So let me get done talking and disconnect this battery and start disconnecting shit, guys. Then we'll put this thing up in the air. Well, guys, what motor would you do? Would you keep the stock motor in here? Would you put an LS4 in it with a mild cam? Or would you do like a stock 3800? I'm not looking for crazy horsepower whatsoever, guys. So, you guys tell me what you would do if this was your car. Just leave a comment down below. Say, hey, LS4, 3800, or a stock motor. Let me know. And whatever you guys say, that's probably what I'll do. And then we'll pop the motor in and you can watch. But this motor's hot. Alright guys, now I gotta figure out how to take this off. It looks like some kind of Allen key in here, which is gonna be really hard to get. So I might take the seats out right now. Just so I get a little bit more room in here and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. Take these seats out. Guys, and just like that, we have one seat out, and I got a pocket full of change over there. So we're going to grab that. That's going to go into my Route 66 jug. So then we're going to go over to that passenger seat now. After I get that rusty ass bolt out from underneath. Those bolts were perfectly fine. This one here was a rust tag. So I gotta smack him out now. But give me a minute and I'll be right back. And now we got two seats done. But look what I found under this seat. It's a calendar from some WRAT 95.9, the Rat Rocks. Let's see what kind of rat girls they have. Allergies are killing me today. So we have February. We got 2 in February. Oh, it's the same check. Yeah, that's the same check. She's just smiling there. Not there. And then we have Miss March. Miss April. Miss May. Miss June. Miss July. Happy 4th. Miss August. Miss September. Got Pink Floyd in October. It was Scott's birthday and Uncle Leo's birthday. So they're in October. Remember that, guys. Then we got Miss November. And then Miss Santa Claus, December. And that's the Rat Rocks Calendar Girls shoot. There you go. And you gotta thank the sponsors. So back to work. Okay guys, now we gotta figure out, or I gotta figure out really, how to, no, we need them. We gotta figure out how to get in there and get that out. So give me a minute and let me figure this out. All right guys, so what I had to do was take the cup holders out themselves, and there was 2 Torx bits, one on each side. I unscrewed the Torx bits. Why they use Torx bits, I don't know. I would use, I guess it works. But I got that all done now. Now I got to take that center console out there, and probably all that too, because that's got to go with the car, or with the trans. So, yeah, let me get back to work. All right, guys, so I got the computer is out, and the wires are pushed out. I got most of the stuff I got out from up top. I am not going to use this car. You can see the rot. This one's pretty bad. I mean, I've seen worse, but the other one's needs a little work, but there's no rot. You can see here, this ain't got nothing to do with it, but some dumbass, or they bottomed out on something, jacked it up there, or whatever it might be. But you got the rot all up there. That's rotted out. The this here's got rust on it. It's thin. It's oil canned. I mean, I can push it in and out. It ain't popping now. But I wasn't using this subframe because the subframe's fucked. Even the straps are bad. Even in my other videos, I'm gonna have to take this tank out. I had to send it out, get it cleaned. When I was in there taking the computer out, I got the seats out. I kneeled down. I thought I was going through the floor right here. So this is pretty thin. Pull the carpet up and I'll be able to tell more on how that is right there. But I didn't like the pinch welds from the first time I had this up on the lift, you know, and this, maybe I can get that sandblasted. Maybe that's not too bad, but at least it's a whole car. I can build that car with no trouble whatsoever. I'll just do it. I'll do the body first, and then I'll put everything else in, because I think that might be the easiest way. You know, then I can replace my Fram filter with a better one. Oh boy, yep. So probably going to loosen these up, see if I can get them cracked loose. We're going to disconnect the gas lines, but I'm not going to do that in case I have to heat this stuff up first. So, span up, the spider webs are going to go up in flames. At least I'll be able to get some crackhead money for the cat. So, because we ain't going to need that no more. Alright, I cut the brake lines. I'm going to get new ones anyway, because, you know, the car really don't want to stop too much. Calipers are probably decent still. I don't know. Rotors are trashed. So it's going to need some work. Like I said, that one's got the better suspension anyway. But I will take parts off of here and keep parts, because you never know when you're going to need parts. And, you know, hopefully I don't have to cut holes up top. I guess it's over here to get that little window access. I'm going to try my little heat gun on there. My electric heat gun. I'll heat that up and see if I can break it loose. Do it by hand instead of impact. Impact might shock it too much and break that damn shit. So yeah, let me give that a try. I just want to break them loose and see what I got to do. I do have to disconnect the slave cylinder right there. I think my buddy's going to be better off making a line. I'll take this one out anyway, but he'll probably be better off making one. So depends how. I don't know, we'll take a look at it. We might just, yeah, we'll probably take a look at it. We'll reevaluate this whole situation here. But, all right, I just want to get you guys up to speed on where I'm at. And I am now going to heat them up. All right, guys, good news. I didn't break that piece inside on the other side. This is what I use. Every time there's something rusty and stuff like that, I use this thing. That'll get that bolt and everything else cherry red, and you can hear everything sizzling and stuff like that. I don't know why I'm pointing to the ground, but I did every bolt on my exhaust manifold on my pickup truck, and not one broke. So these things are great to have. You could use them on almost anything. So I'm going to give this to you in real time. No editing, no pausing. Just want to get this thing up on there. and then I'll show you what it does. So now I got the trigger pulled, and you'll see it smoking. You might hear it crackling and stuff like that. I can hear it, not yet though, but I will. It'll probably take about a minute, a good minute, for this thing to get that cherry red. And I think I paid like $300 some for this gun off one of the tool trucks. So, best thing ever. You know, you don't have to go cutting and grinding and whatever. 90+% of the time, you can get them out with ease. It's starting to smoke a little bit. It's not getting cherry red yet. It'll get cherry red, trust me, underneath. And you'll see it when I pull off. When I pull out, you'll see. So, and I'm not worried about the other ones. It's just these here, because they're the ones that you have to cut up top there. So, all right, I think it's starting to glow. Yep. See it glowing? So we're gonna go a little bit longer. I hear it sizzle like bacon. So that way it gives it time, the heat time to travel upward. So it's not going to melt the bolt. I'm going to put you guys right here. I want to show you how cherry red, damn, sorry guys, how cherry red it gets. See that? I'll do it again, because I think my filming kind of jacked it all up. See? Cherry red. So I'll put you on the rotor here, and hopefully this works. Get that on there where it's nice and hot. Boom. With ease. This is what you gotta get, guys. I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. So if I would have went with an impact gun or something like that, it would have snapped it. You see it dropping down. So we're gonna call that good right about there. I gotta do the fuel. I'm gonna break the other ones loose, and then I'm gonna do the fuel lines and disconnect the slave cylinder. Sorry. So we'll do, the coolant lines are done. I drained those. They're all done. I got mouthful of coolant, eyeball full of coolant. We'll disconnect that slave cylinder right there. And then I guess it's just the fuel lines. Brake lines are cut because I ain't using this car. Car's trashed. Have to pop the axles out at another time. Well, I gotta do that today, but I just want to get the motor out first. So my goal is to break everything loose, get it down on the ground. I'll get these out, get those out on the ground, and then the struts, we'll disconnect them at the top, and then just pick the car up. That's what I'm hoping. Yep, so I'll pop this one in a couple of jack stands, and we'll go from there so I can access it easier. So be right back. All right, guys, it's about that time. I did a bunch of work off camera. I got the struts, both are unbolted. The AC compressor lines are disconnected. The gas lines are disconnected. Ground wires, I believe, are all disconnected. My magnet's stuck. There we go. So I believe everything's done. I got the coolant lines done. What else did I get done? Yeah, a bunch of stuff. I cut the brake lines like I told you. I cut the parking brake lines because they're a little jacked up too. This whole frame back area is all jacked up and rusted. It's got holes. They had the heat guard on there as the battery tray. See, that's all rotted out. So that 88 I have out there is pretty solid. What I'm gonna have to do is cut the clip off in the very, very front where the radiator is and weld that on. And that's all I gotta do to that. I will sand it and repaint it. But yeah, this is pretty much ready to go. And let me bump it. I got my jack cart underneath there, and coolant lines, gas lines, wires in the computer are all disconnected. There we go. Well, it looks like the cart's tipping. I don't know. But everything seems pretty good. So let's do this. So if it does tip, be closer to the ground. So I'm gonna lower the jack. My magnet got stuck to this now. So I'll make sure shit in the front is good. I can't see up in there. AC line is right there, but that's disconnected. So I could probably pull this jack back. Heat shield there is bending. Doesn't really look like anything's attached. So let me mount that there and move that. There, that's out of the way now. I want to make sure I don't rip the computer wires all up for the engine. That would really suck. So, let me stand on the tire. I think that will help. Yeah. There's the wires there. They're coming down with it. You know what I did forget though? I believe I forgot the heater core wires. Damn. Always forget something, right? Always, always, always. So I'm gonna have to get a razor blade or something. A friggin' Rambo knife or a machete and cut those heater core lines. Damn it, damn it, damn it. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, motor and training and everything is out. This is what we have left. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to use this frame. I'm going to use the 88 frame, just because all the rust crap. And I didn't even get to take the front stuff off yet. So it would actually be easier for me to cut that front clip out and weld that on than to fix all this shit. So even this is all rotted and stuff like that. It's seen better days. It was North Jersey. I'm surprised it ain't worse than what it is. And plus the floor is real soft here. Like I said, I kneeled right here on that spot, but it's rotted. But you can see I can pull, but really not much force on this thing. So it's just a matter of time. Plus, I didn't like the pinch welds from day one. So I'm gonna take the heat shields off nice and neat tomorrow after I separate the motor and shit. And I'm just gonna gut this car. And we're gonna stick it all on the 88. So I'll probably take everything off, put it in my container for now, and then just junk the frame. So that's what I have. I'm taking the wiring harness, everything out of it. So you can see all up in here. I poked the screwdriver up there, but that's all rotted out right there. If somebody wants this frame, come and get it. You can have it. If not, I'm gonna scrap it, get $10 for it. So, look, like I said, I'm cutting the front clip off it, so I'm gonna need that for my car. But in the meantime, tomorrow we will take all this apart. I'll put the engine on the engine stand. We'll degrease the engine and the transmission. Take the axles and crap out tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be good times. Good times. And I gotta take the shifter cables out. Take the shifter out. I had no idea how to do that, so I'll have to look that up tonight. So, but you know, it is what it is. No, won't have none of that shit in my car. Nope. No. So, all good. Okay, so it's day 2 on this removal. I want to get this frame. I want to get all this crap off this subframe so I can put it back up there and wheel this thing back out of my garage because I want my garage space back. So the goal is to remove the axles. Then I'm going to disconnect the motor mounts because some of the stuff will be out of the way. Motor trans mounts. Then I want to pick this up with the engine hoist and let it hang for a moment while I get this subframe back in the vehicle. And then we can go on probably cleaning it. Yep, probably going to clean it. So I want to get that all cleaned up for my buddy. Plus I want to clean the motor up for myself. So allergies are killing me again today. Trying to think, guys, trying to think. Yeah, then we have to take the slave cylinder off, get these tranny lines through, remove the shifter, and remove the pedals and the clutch master cylinder. And then I think that's it. Then I have to get his car next week and put all this crap in. Do the same thing, plus more, right? So, yep, so let me get going. All right, guys, I got a puddle going on. It's leaking all over my good wood. So both axles are out. What I did was I took the axle nuts out. You know, you gotta use the air gun. Got them blasted out. Same thing with the tie rod. Dropped it down, just pull the axles right out. Both sides the same. Then I put the bolts back on the tie rods and I moved the axles over here for now. All right, so we are now one step closer to getting this motor and tranny off. So now what I'm gonna do is work on these motor mounts. Got a tranny mount there, got a tranny over there. And then in the front we got a motor mount. One on this side. Yeah, you got that little shocky one. Boop, right there. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect that. All that. I'm gonna go get my cherry picker now. Go get the engine hoist and get that ready in case this thing decided to like roll off. I don't know. We're gonna play it safe, I guess. So they do have mounts, I believe. Yeah, we got a mount here and a mount over here. So I'll get my chain, hook that up right there, and then I'll just put a little tension on it. Actually, I might pick it the hell up so I don't have to bend over and get this shit. I could work waist high. So, yeah. If anybody was ever wondering what that grill is, that was a cop car I wrecked back in like 1997. Yep, I hit a bunch of parked cars because the computer locked the steering wheel and sent me into the parked cars. I couldn't bring it back because the flap went back on the computer. Well, it was my partner's fault, believe it or not. So anyway, because he jumped out to run after the guy and I went driving down the other end and it was a nightmare. So anyway, back to this. Let me go get the engine picker and yeah, we'll get this moving. Okay, so all the motor mounts are disconnected and I didn't need the engine hoist because it stayed in place. I want to feel it out first. So I got my engine stand, got the engine hoist. This is all mounted up. And we're probably gonna pull it from a little bit in the back because it's gonna be heavy over there. So, hey, I don't know if you guys, you Fiero purists are into floating harmonic balancers, but I have one. It's one of them floating ones. It's self-adjusting. You know, it works just like that. You know, you can set your timing easy. So, yeah, if you're interested in it, let me know. So anyway, yeah, so there's all the hardware there. So now I'm gonna spin this around. I'll probably push this under a little bit more, then get the engine hoist and pick it up. So, yeah, let me find my tripod. Well, I didn't get one yet, so I'll figure something out. Well, guys, I was trying for about 5 minutes, like, what the hell is going on here? So I kept thinking, because that was wedged under. Every time I would get that out, it would go right back in. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I looked at the exhaust. Now, remember, I just took that spring off moments before that, and it didn't clue me in. The damn exhaust runs underneath the frame. So I'm gonna cut it right here. And then that'll be it. So then I can finally pick this thing up. So I got the Sawzall all ready. That'll take me about 30 seconds to blast through that real quick. And we're gonna get this done and get it up in the air. So hang tight. So now, guys, I shouldn't have a problem. It should just breeze up. So that's what we're going to up one there now, a little sketchy, I guess. I don't know, because it's kind of like leaning and stuff. So I'm going to take these springs off so I can get the exhaust off of here. Don't need that on there no more. Throw that out back in my little scrap pile. I'll just have to cut this bolt off. Because I got the sole over here, just cut right through that rubber. And that's the drop. We got a couple springs. Yeah, no biggie. We'll get it going. So, I'll just leave it on there. I don't think it's going anywhere. If it does that, I'll take it off. Yeah, I think we're good, guys. I literally think we're good right now. So, all right, let's get back to work. This quart's not centered at all. It moved when I kicked it. So, I have to try. Well, there you go. That was a close one. But it didn't get me. Oh well, it's not going on the cart now. Alright, I'm gonna take my cart off. guys did anything fun today? I have. I ran from him in the cradle. Probably a few 100 pounds right there. With all that shit on there. Well, I guess I can put the cart back in the container because I don't need it. Or I can put the transmission on it. That's what I'll do. Yeah, I think I'll put the engine and transmission on it and take the transmission off and jack the motor up, and the transmission should stay on there. Just like that should have stayed too. But it didn't. No, it did not. Clean up this leaky antifreeze. What am I going to do? I'm going to have to drag it over. Oh, that was quick. At least it's on plywood. It's making it easier. Let's square it up now. I am now thinking I'm gonna have to at least put this on jack stands or something. Fuck. Or I'll jack it up and put it back on the cart. That's what I'll do. It means it's squared up now. Jack this beast up and watch it fall again. So we'll put this down, then we'll pick up the other side, and in my theory, it should slide on. That, like I said, was my theory. Just got a manhandle it, I guess. I'm just being lazy. Got tired of dicking around. Slipping and sliding. Oh man. Just pumping away, getting my clutch action going for race season. Oh, I don't race anymore. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Check the other side. That plate's missing. Probably that's over there. I'll grab it. Probably need it. working on cars, old cars especially, are horrible. Yeah, they make a mess in your garage. This can't end well either. Looks like it's got to come back. And same with this. Have to pull the cart back. And let the handle fall. Nothing else fell, just the handle, guys. That should be all right there. We will now go down a little slower. Well guys, this is going to be a little bit, really nothing for me to show you, but I just got to put these bolts in. So I'll be right back. All right guys, wheels are in, suspension is in. You didn't miss much, trust me. There was no fiasco. You got all the entertainment that we had. And I put that on backwards, I think. I don't know. It looks messed up, but I didn't put it over on that side. Yeah, this side was fun, over here, that side. That side was a lot of fun to put back on. But I got it, no biggie, no biggie, no biggie. Those bolts in the back are tight. I hand tightened the ones in the front. I'm not driving it. Obviously there's no motor in it, so I can't drive it. So I think I'm gonna go grab something to eat, and then when I come back, we're gonna separate that motor. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. We're gonna separate the transmission from the motor. And then I'm gonna stick the motor on the engine stand and the transmission will stay on the cart. Then we have to go and remove the shifter and then the clutch pedals. Yep, so it's gonna be fun. And then, I don't know when I'm gonna start building the other one. I might let this go back out. Well, this is definitely going back outside. But I'm gonna wait for one of them hot freaking days so I can take that rear panel off and the roof panel off. So, and I even might start taking the fenders off and the bumpers while it's in here. So, and then we'll take all the tail lights out. So we'll strip this one down. I'll put it all in the container. I'll probably have just the rear clip just hanging around on the 88, and we'll take the hood off, and you know we'll strip it down pretty good, not too much where water will damage anything, because the interior I think is pretty decent in here, you know, for its age. I'm pretty happy with it. I want to clean the carpets up and stuff like that, and I got to figure out how to take that heater box out, you know, the frame of it, because that stuff, it's a little rough getting that out, it looks like. But I'll show you once we get to it. That'll be another episode in another few weeks. But I'm gonna be bouncing between here, and that 911. So I definitely gotta get that quarter put on. I keep saying it, I gotta get it on. I gotta get that Porsche quarter panel put on. I keep saying it, and I keep procrastinating. So, but let me go eat, and we'll come back out and strip this down, and at least I could be able to set it up on time lapse again for you. All right, guys. So I had to take my AC compressor off just to get this coolant tube out that was basically bolted up in here. So, and it was actually blocking the transmission from accessing, you know, to get it off basically. So we'll just pop that up there. There's the AC bracket I took off too, so I can get that out. So I only got like 3 bolts left, but I'm gonna take the starter off also. So we're gonna go ahead and get that off, and once I get the starter off, I'm gonna slide this cart under more. Hopefully nothing tips over, but you know me, everything's good in my theory. And then we'll finish taking the rest of them bolts out. Well, motor and tranny's just standing there hanging around. just hanging around. So I had to take, like I said, I took the starter off. I got 2 or 3 more bolts to go, and then this tranny is done. Yes. So then I had to take the pressure plate and flywheel off and all that crap, which will only take seconds to do. What else? Yeah, well, we're just moving along just splendidly. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go back to work now. All right, so got it off. It is filthy now. It's gotta get power washed big time. Big time, big time. I don't have a power washer, so I might take it to a car wash. So don't go to a car wash near me, because I'm gonna be power washing that. Get some gunk and spray it down with some gunk and power wash it. So next thing I'm gonna do now is take the flywheel and pressure plate off and get this thing mounted up onto my engine stand so I can tuck it away over there somewhere. They're all engines. LS3, 495 horsepower, 87 Corvette 350, LS4 with the T85 trans. I wanted to put that in the Fiero. I still might. After I get this done, I'm probably going to have this in there at first, and then I'll make it reliable for her. These are pretty decent, reliable. They're reliable back in the day. So you do it right, you'll be reliable today. You don't need a whole shitload of horsepower. You look at these jerk-offs and these friggin' Mustangs crashing all the time with these Challengers and Chargers too. I mean, nothing against the Mustangs, but some of these guys shouldn't own them. Anyway, so with the Challengers and Chargers, they don't know how to handle the horsepower. And let's go ahead and get this taken off. Voila. There you have it. So, but what I have to do, so I only got 3 bolts holding it, I have to knock that dowel pin out. So I got to punch it out from the other side, and then I can put my bolt in. There's the trans, clutch, flywheel, and pressure plate. And there's that mess there, that mess there. I'm gonna cut that cat off and do it the crackhead style. And yeah, so we're just gonna push this over into that little spot there along with all the other crap. And then I can clean this mess up and stick it all in the trash. So, but yep. And tomorrow's project is going to be getting those clutch lines out, or shifter lines. And then I'll take the clutch line out also, so that way I can actually make a new one and mock up all the bends that I need to do. So, and that's what I'll do. But I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, guys, this is the last day of working on this turd. You seen the fiasco yesterday with the cradle falling and me almost killing myself. Maybe a little exaggeration, but you know, felt like it in the moment. You weren't there, I was. Anyway, so we got the shifting cables to remove, and the shifter and the clutch master cylinder and slave cylinder. We'll pop all that crap out. After that, this car is done. Well, yeah, this car will be done for now, for whoever. But I do, before, I'm gonna probably play with it for another day, but that's gonna be a different video of me taking this apart. I want to take the fenders off. I want to take the rear clip off, the rear bumper, tail lights, headlight, all that stuff. Engine lid, deck lid, whatever you want to call it. I definitely want to get all that stuff taken out. I want to keep the doors and the roof and everything all intact. Reason is because the carpet and stuff is, and dashes and all that is still good. I might take the doors off. I mean, I might completely strip it. I don't know. It depends how I feel. I'd like to get this in worse shape than that. I want to at least get the wiring harness and all that crap out of it. So once I do that, I can lay stuff on that car and, you know, on that one. And I want to start cleaning it up. I want to sand the surface rust down, stuff like that. And I want to start putting that together here and there. I don't want to put this car out back because, you know, it probably might get mice in it then. I'm kind of like running out of room right now in my driveway. But I do want to move some cars around. This here I definitely want to move because it's getting leaves in it. I actually got to do something with this. I got to wrap it like a boat wrap or something like that, you know, keep the rain and stuff like that. I ain't worried about rodents living in it. But I'm probably going to have to sand it down because it's starting to get some surface rust in it. And I don't like that. And this is the 964. These are desirable. You may not think so because it's convertible, but it's not going to be a convertible much longer. I still have to strip this out. We're talking about the Fiero. What am I doing? I'm sorry, guys. So let me get back to work on this thing, and let's get moving. Oh crap! I took the seats out. Where am I going to sit? Let's see what we got here. Hey, if you have one with the automatic transmission, hit me up. Send me a message. I'd like to get that from you. And also, I would need the wiring harness for a automatic transmission as well. So if you have any of that, please hit me up. Let me know, because I definitely need it. All right, so looks like we got some bolts down in there, and we got some cables. Let me unplug these and unplug some of that crap there, and then I'm gonna get this, I guess will come out somehow. It's got these plastic clips. Guess I can pop that out. I don't know if I need to, but we're probably going to. I don't know, but yeah, let me go get my flashlight and everything, disconnect this, and we'll get moving. All right, guys, so got one shifter cable. There's one. Need that one. I gotta reach that one. Did it? Let's see. Maybe I can reach it with this. Just want to scoop it up. Aha. Got it. So there is 2 shifter cables down. And look what else I did. Got the shifter out. That piece of shit plastic fucking broke on me. The one side was already broke, and I'm trying to save it. So I just got aggravated and broke the other side. I do have 2 more, so I should be okay. As long as they're not broke, I'll be good. So there you got it. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It's learning. So every step of the way. So at least I know how to take them apart. And now I gotta figure out how to put them back together. So I'll be doing the next video. All right, so this is gonna end it, guys, on this video of the Fiero driving and taking the engine and stuff like that out. If you like this kind of stuff on the Fieros or cars in general, old cars, because new cars suck, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you think I might have forgot something or should did something a different way, leave it in the comments so I can learn for when I put this thing together, or take the other one apart that's out back, that black one. So, all right, that's going to be it, guys. And on the next video of this, I'll probably be working on my buddy's Fiero. I will be swapping the automatic for manual. So make sure you take a look at that. That will probably be out probably by the end of August, I would think. I can probably get that one out by maybe sooner. I don't know. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time.